Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Barella, and today I'm going to be talking to you about smoking in the tobacco industry and why it's harmful to us as citizens and why it's harmful to our health. Something that you may not know is 8.5 million people today in the US suffer from tobacco-related illnesses. Smoking has become a very popular thing in today's society, and it's harmful not only to those who do it, but also to those who are exposed to it. The effects of smoking and tobacco use are not only detrimental to our health, but also to others around us and our economy. So let's look at what exactly makes up a cigarette. The basic components of a cigarette are tobacco, chemical additives, a filter, and paper wrapping. But let's look at the chemicals. When smokers light up a cigarette, they are exposed to a toxic mix of over 7,000 different chemicals when burned. Here are just a few of those chemicals found in cigarettes according to the American Lung Association. Acetone, which is found in nail polish remover, arsenic, which is used in rat poison, and lead, which is used in batteries, and finally tar, which is a material used for paving roads. And that's just only a few of the chemicals that are found in cigarettes. So how exactly does this mix of ingredients affect our health and our body? Well, smoking is a major cause of cardiovascular disease, which includes coronary heart disease, high blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, and heart-related chest pain. In fact, cigarette smokers are 2 to 4 more times likely to develop heart disease than non-smokers. Any amount of smoking, even just smoking a few cigarettes now and then, can damage the heart and blood vessels. Not all people who get lung cancer are smokers, but many people who smoke develop lung cancer in the end. Smoking is directly responsible for more than 80% of lung cancer deaths. And the impact of smoking isn't just limited to smokers themselves either. Breathing tobacco smoke can damage the heart and blood vessels also of non-smokers exposed to it. Non-smokers exposed to secondhand smoke are 25 to 30% more likely to develop heart disease. More than 30,000 non-smoking adults in the US die every year from coronary heart disease caused by secondhand smoke. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, heart disease caused by secondhand smoke kills approximately 46,000 non-smokers every year. People who have already had heart disease are at especially high risk of suffering negative effects from smoking and should avoid even brief exposure to it. So now that we've seen how smoking impacts our health, let's look at how it impacts our wallets. At first glance, the tobacco industry may seem like it's providing many jobs, tax revenue, and providing economic stimuli. But in 2015, tobacco companies spent around $8.9 billion marketing cigarettes and smokeless tobacco in the United States. That can translate to about $24 million each day or $1 million per hour. That's a lot of money. Smoking-related illnesses in the United States cost more than $300 billion each year, including $170 billion spent for medical care for adults and more than $156 billion in lost productivity, including $5.6 billion in lost productivity caused by secondhand smoke exposure. According to the American Lung Association, it's estimated that the cost of a pack of cigarettes is $5.51. Now that might not seem like much, but if we look at the cost to our economy, it's estimated that that cost of one pack of cigarettes is really $18.05 per pack, looking at our economy. So many think the tobacco industry adds to the economy, when in fact it is taking over 3 times the amount from the economy itself. In conclusion, it's no secret that smoking is a dangerous habit. Made up of over 7,000 different chemicals, you are putting yourself at risk every time you inhale cigarette smoke. Smoking is even proven to damage your heart, lungs, blood vessels, and even cause cancer in more serious cases. Smoking is also dangerous to those who are exposed to it. It's estimated that secondhand smoke affects the heart and blood vessels and increases the risk of heart attack and strokes in non-smokers. Not only is it hazardous to our health, but smoking also has a negative impact on our economy. Although it may seem that the tobacco industry does create jobs and tax revenue for our economy, we see that the costs are much higher when we dig deeper. So much money is spent on marketing and advertising tobacco in the United States, not to mention smoking-related illnesses that cost more than $300 billion each year. By providing these facts, I hope that you have a better understanding of how detrimental smoking in the tobacco industry is to our society. The health, social, and economic consequences are never ending. There's no logical reason or ethical reason why manufacturers should be able to create and process this deadly product made for human consumption. So now that we've taken a look at what exactly cigarettes are, how they affect our health, how they affect our loved ones, how they affect our economy, we need to find a solution on how we're going to stop it. And I think that the main thing that we need to do is focus on prevention. Someone told me that if you never start, you never have to quit, and that couldn't be more true. I personally have never smoked a cigarette in my life, and I've never had the slightest temptation to do so either. And that's because I was informed on the risks and the dangers of cigarettes. I saw family members who did smoke and how it affected their health and their lives, and I'd never wanted anything to do with it. So I think that the main thing we need to do in order to stop the tobacco industry and cigarettes is to just focus on prevention and informing people of how dangerous they really are. We have all the facts in front of us. We can go to the CDC website, we can go to the FDA website, we can see the ingredients that are put into cigarettes. Tar, arsenic, acetone, all these disgusting ingredients that are being put into cigarettes. And I mean, that alone should be reason enough not to even start. I also believe that, the government should be held responsible for allowing these products to be manufactured and processed for human consumption. I know that it's going to be, the government will never, be held responsible for all the deaths that smoking has caused, but if we can at least focus on preventing smoking in general, then eventually it might snowball into something bigger. And the best thing that we can do is just stay informed, and if you know anybody who smokes themselves, just encourage them to quit and give them all the facts and just support them. So I hope you enjoyed my speech, and thank you for listening. Thank you.